Hello kings and queens, welcome to another episode of See You Chronicles. It's your baby girl Janela, and today we are going to be talking about an interesting topic. There's a lot of negative energy about Covenant University. Everybody's saying this, everybody's saying that. You definitely hear a lot of drama and bans on Twitter. Some are true, some are almost true, some are not true at all. Some people just want to trend. So on this episode of See You Chronicles, we're going to be talking about the positive things about Covenant University. Obviously, school in general, the school system in general is very stressful. And then there are a lot of negative sides to individual universities, obviously. But if you are coming to Covenant University and you're watching this, or you're already in like your second or third year and you're about to give up, I feel this video is the best for you. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into the video. There are a lot of positive things about Covenant University, to be very honest, but you don't hear that because the natural nature of man is just to complain, rant, and bant. But I'm going to be talking about the positive things about CU, genuinely. First of all, one of the amazing things about Covenant University is spirituality. As deep as that sounds, it's actually very true. It takes a level of depth and a level of understanding to actually understand that spirituality is the bedrock of life. Things happen in the spiritual realm before they happen in the physical realm. So even though you want to shy off your core values or the things you've learned from home, it is more difficult for you to go astray in Covenant University than in any other random university, because chapel services are compulsory, so you get to hear the word of God constantly and consistently. As much as people will see chapel service as a burden, or they will see it as, why are we doing this? Why are we going? There are actually a lot of benefits, because faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God. Hey, I don't talk preacher. But that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. You just have to know these things in order not to be led astray. Secondly, the people. Covenant University has amazing set of people. People that I know that when you meet them, your life don't set. Like everything don't set for you. Because you guys share the same core values, you guys have the same dreams and aspirations to life. I'm not saying they are not other set of people in this university. I'm just saying it is more rampant to see your type of person in this university. In the sense that you get to meet people that have a certain level of exposure. You get to meet people from different sides of life that think differently. And for you, it's a win because you get to actually know what you really want. I discovered content creation in Covenant University, to be very honest. When I started in 2020, I didn't know content creation was a thing. I just liked posting and taking pictures. Once I got to Covenant University, and then I started hearing, oh, she's a creative, and I'm like, okay, that is what I am. Okay, no problem. I'm a creative, I'm a content creator. That's because as much as we're in a box, we also have creative people that think like you. You get to meet people like you in the same caliber or something like that. You just get to meet your person, you get to meet your people. I know it is normal for all universities, but there's just something about Covenant University students that just makes them stand out. Yeah. Another positive thing about Covenant University is the level of self-awareness instilled in you. Now, a lot of people might not see this as a big deal. The fact that they get to remind us constantly about our identity and the amazing things that we are capable of doing is just mind-blowing. The self-awareness in this place is just very different. You constantly hear that, okay, you're a leader, you are born to be a leader, you are born to do this, you are born to do that, you are capable of doing that. And the fact that you have a sense of global thinking, you're not just limited to your country or your local community. They have this thing that they do. They tend to do this thing where you just think globally, you think internationally. And it's actually a blessing because they tend to widen your scope. They tend to expand how you think, giving you a different level of exposure. They announce their ranking at every slightest opportunity. And apart from the fact that sometimes it's so tiring to hear, like, we get it, but they let us know that their competitors are not just the people around you. Competitors are international universities. So they just tend to make you think internationally, like, okay, my competitors are not people that are just here. My competitors are people from Japan, people from Pakistan, people from the United States of America, and things like that. It's just a very beautiful scope to life, to be very honest. Apart from the fact that I get to meet different people from different level of culture, background, thinking and stuff, you also get to relate and think with like minds. Another positive thing about Covenant University is the leadership courses that we take. All these things I'm mentioning, in real life, when we are actually going through the process, I'm just like, not again, like, why are we doing this? Why are they stressing us? But it's not that in my final year, I'm actually starting to realize that all these things are intentional. The fact that we take leadership courses like developmental courses, like entrepreneurial courses, like the total man concept, which is CMC, that enables us to understand the total concept of man, the body, soul, and the spirit. These courses are actually very beneficial because in the real sense, they don't teach these courses anywhere else. So you have an advantage over other people. They teach things like conflict management and all those extra things. I should go outside and get a course, or you have to buy a course or buy a book to learn it. We're actually learning it here with our school fees in Covenant University. As much as the process will be tiring, it's actually very beneficial. I won't lie about that. We all know that the name of the school, which is Covenant University in itself, is enough to take you wherever you want to go to. I didn't used to believe this, so I thought they were just saying it's based on, okay, they want to promote their school. But I've heard a lot of testimonies and a lot of alumni say things like, oh, because I'm from Covenant University, I'm giving this benefit outside. Like, there's just this grace on this school that just make people favor you. The fact that you're from Covenant University just gives you an extra advantage in the outside world. And that's actually very beautiful to see. Just imagine saying, I'm from Covenant University, and people just start carrying you on their head like. And I realized this thing too. And people ask me, what school are you in? And I'm like, oh, I'm in Covenant University. The way they see me is just always very different. And sometimes I'm like, you guys, it's not that deep. If you are in this school, you know that this thing is actually not that deep. But there's just this thing that comes with the name of the school that you identify with. I think these are minute things that we often overlook because we don't just think it is very vital or it makes a lot of sense until we get into the real world. And you, all these things I'm saying, I did not discover them until maybe 300 level Omega or 400 level Alpha. That's like at the end of my years in Covenant University. That's because now I'm getting to understand that, okay, there's actually a world outside school, and then all these things, I have to maximize them for my benefits because school fees can always. Another thing about Covenant University is that they are very mindful about the conferences and events that we have. They can go to any length to invite people that are in our field to just come and talk to us. I know sometimes people will be like, oh, that's cool, the social life. But if we look at the positive sides, we get to understand that we actually have a lot of advantage of being Covenant University students. So if you know you are in your final year or you are in your 300 level and you're about to give up, I think you should just start looking at these things from a different point of view. Because really, there are actually a lot of advantages of being a Covenant University student. You just have to look deep into it. It takes a deep-minded person or a wise person to actually see all these compulsory meetings as beneficial. As stressful as they can be, if you actually take your time and calm down and listen to the things that are said to you, you get to understand that I'm at an advantage here. So yeah, no bad energy today. I'm not complaining. I'm just being real with you. A lot of things that have benefited from being a Covenant University student. So if you are part of those people that your parents have promised you that, okay, you go to America in your second year and you just want to take everything for granted, I think you should think again and reconsider, because you're actually going to be at an advantage at least the first year. Or if your parents told you you are going in your second year and then you are still in Covenant University now and you are just so frustrated, I think this video will actually encourage you and start seeing things from another perspective.